Okay, so impressions from the Easter Seals job orientation. I have to put in 80 hours of 40 hours volunteer and 40 hours of like working and looking for work. And it all has to be logged. Every increment, every 15 minutes needs to be logged effectively. Could this be subject to some abuse? Yeah, I think so. I think you could overstate how much time you did actually spend on looking for work. I think there are people that are figuring out that system with the volunteering and then the looking for work. You have to show some proof that you've completed some of the actions that you did, like filling out a job application, maybe having the employer confirm that you filled out the paperwork and whatnot. This program is said to have started January 1 of 2016 this year. It's a federally mandated program. I asked, why doesn't Washington have it? And that's what they said. It just started. But I talked to somebody before, and they said it's been going on for years. So I think I'm getting lied to, but I'm not sure. All right, federally mandated? Wow, that's incredible. That's a big contract for Goodwill. If it's really mandated and the other states have to be a part of this to get the food stamps going for their states, there's a lot of states that don't have it. So Goodwill is just going to grow by leaps and bounds. I guess you could say that'd be the stock to invest in if it's a stock. So yeah, any other state, I guess I should expect this type of thing. Because I asked, could I get sanctioned? Do these sanctions affect another state? And apparently it does. All right, so filling out job applications, going to job seminars, going to school, all count towards your time worked. I study a lot on the internet, and I can't count that for anything, as far as I understand. So that's kind of a letdown. I have a feeling I'm going to be getting sanctioned in the first week. I'm going to go over paperwork here, just look through it, and then yeah. So it's at least on video in case I lose it.
Stuff with piles of these. Just leave them. I'll pick them up at the end. Oh, hey, you know what? I have a little mix of forms. So if you end up with a survey, all right, something happens here, so I'm going to give you some as well, okay? All right, they're coming. All right. So we have the usual resume, cover letter, interview classes, of course, and we also have some outside of the box classes. Like this afternoon, if you're interested, it's not required, but you're welcome to come back to our Understanding Employment Law. It's a 2-hour class. I know that sounds exciting, but it's all about employment laws and how they affect us and who to go to if you feel that your rights have been infringed on. It's a really remarkable class. So if you're interested, you're welcome to come back to that. Also on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock, we have a food and nutrition class. It's all about taking your food budget and stretching it in a more healthy manner. I don't know about you, but my mom and grandmother always had a plan and things defrosted. Not so much for me, but they did. So they also provide some utensils so that way you can recreate the meals at home. So this could mean a snack in the middle of the morning. We also have on Fridays, we have a Love and Logic class. This is called a parenting class, but it's so much more than that. It's interpersonal relationships and how well we get along with each other. In order to take that class, you have to have permission from your case manager, a conversation, an email, something, because they want you to understand 2 things about that class. One is it's a series of classes, 4 classes to complete. And so it's not just a one and done class like so many of ours are. But of course, if you get the job, all bets are off. We'll figure out how to get you through the class without having to miss any work. And Leslie does a great job with it. The other thing that we need to know is that you can start any time during the month, but not the last class of the month. Leslie's figured out how to bring you up to speed with each of them, but that last one, she's found it a little bit more difficult. We want you to feel comfortable in the class. So those are the two things your case manager wants to make sure you understand. And so if you're interested in taking those classes, just talk to your case manager. They'll run you through it. We also want to help you with work-related needs, like we have support services for things like gas vouchers, bus passes to help you get back and forth to your appointments, interviews, meetings with your case manager, workshops, that sort of thing. We also are all about you making that first great impression with interview clothing. Gentlemen, let me talk to the ladies for a minute. Ladies, there's this amazing organization called Dress for Success. It's a huge international organization with lots of volunteers, and they're all about that interview outfit. The guys think it's just an outfit, but it's more than that. It's the hair, the makeup, the shoes, the bag, the whole bit. These ladies know their stuff so well that when you leave there, you're dressed in your brand new interview outfit, you know you're ready to kill it and drag it home. They're that good. Once you get the job, call us back, because we can use the same form we already sent you out there with for the first outfit and to get a second outfit. Now the second outfit's not an interview outfit, because we find if you wear an interview outfit to work, it confuses the employer. They think you're still looking. It could be if you want it, but it doesn't have to be. Usually it's an outfit that you wear every day to work. So they're all about whatever kind of job you're interested in interviewing for to get you prepared for that. Then you can join the women's professional group. We meet once a month for dinner, great conversation, usually an amazing speaker, and we get to pick another outfit so we can build our professional wardrobe. Guys, we don't have anything like that for you. I apologize. We're all about you looking great in that first impression. We just don't have a fleet of volunteers behind you. So talk to us. We'll help you. We want to make sure that you get that great interview outfit. If you're interested in signing up for Dress for Success, just check in at the front. As soon as you have an interview scheduled or on the horizon, they'll get you in right away. Okay? We also want to help you with the education and training. If you haven't completed your high school diploma, it might be time to get that GED out of the way. I know, and see what doors it opens for you. I know as scary and hard as it is to get started on a GED, here's my promise. At some point, it turns out to be some kind of geeky fun as you go along. We are one of the few organizations remaining that can help you pay for that GED test, so why not just look at it and see if it's something that'll work for you now. Also, there's another partnering agency called TRIO. They're all about education and training, from a one-day training all the way up to your first bachelor's degree. These guys can help. Holly's usually here. She's out for the next she's out next week as well as this week. She's usually here on Tuesdays, and she's amazing. I know that everybody that works for TRIO is just as amazing as her, but we see her every week. We love her. She's amazing. She can. Yep.
What is that for? I'm sorry.
TRIO is for. Do you want to go to school?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go. Call TRIO. So they can help you figure out what you want to be when you grow up. They can help you. I know. They can help you look at where you're at now, and then where you would be when you graduate to see if you're better off. They can help you figure out if there's, based on the research, when you graduate, your education and your experience combined, are you likely to find a job in this area, and how much will it pay? These guys are magic. They'll show you how to do the research so you can also show others. This is not just for you. It's for friends, family, neighbors, people you'd like out of your hair a couple hours a day. Hey, go to school, right? If you have a student loan you'd rather not look at, they get that way, I know. TRIO can look at your loan with fresh eyes and some knowledge behind them. They will not pay your loan, but they have seen this before, and I gotta tell you, those debt collectors, they don't often tell you all of the different options that you have. TRIO will look at it and even sometimes stand up for you when the debt collectors are misbehaving. So, amazing people TRIO are, and so I'm gonna leave these bookmarks up front for all of you. You may have as many as you'd like. I have plenty more, probably 100 of them, so we got lots, okay? Please, if you have that student loan you're worried about, don't wait for Holly to be back here in 2 weeks. please just go ahead and get a hold of them and schedule an appointment as soon as possible. Because sometimes in that case, they'll ask you to wait before you do anything, and other times they're like, we got to get on this. So you never know with that loan thing where you're at in the process. And I promise, it's so weird to watch Holly go through something that we spend sleepless nights on, right? And she's like, oh, there it is, let's go, you know, right? She'll explain it too, but you'll see, it's awesome. We also want to help you with computer classes. If you are afraid of the mouse, if you cannot find Control-Alt-Delete on this keypad, we understand every single one of us have been there. And so we want to help. We have classes on Fridays. We have 2 classes. We have a basic computer class and we have a tips and tricks class. But come to that class if you're struggling with the computer or stuck somewhere. Or just ask in our computer lab. We really do want to help you be able to do job search on the computers. That is essential. So come to those classes. Also, for those of you who can move around a computer, if you're in the computer lab and the person next to you is melting down, please help them. Just offer. Don't do it for them. If they say, do you need to do this for me, run from the building, say, Rachel told me I could. Okay, don't do it for them, but show them how to bold something or center it or take the stupid dots away when they need to take the stupid dots away, okay? We also want to help you with individualized case management. You could have the basic vanilla case management, you know, if you want, but why not? Talk to our case managers. Because the more I get to know every one of you is this. You guys have the most amazing, bright futures and great ideas. Why not share that with your case manager who's seen it before, has some ideas, has some resources? So either way, it works. All right, what do you need to do? You knew this part was coming. So you're going to get a work plan, and on that work plan it has the minimum requirements you need to complete each week. They're not going to be the same for all of you because there's probably 4 different types of programs in this room. Okay, so in that, you're going to keep track of all of your job search time, any workshops you attend, any interviews, any work time on a timesheet. I don't like extra paperwork either. So why not look at this timesheet as a way to keep track of your job search? It's essential you keep track. See, hiring managers tell us they can tell the difference between a job seeker who's keeping track and one who is not. So why not put some details on that timesheet so that you can know what's going on when it takes them a whole month to get around to calling you for that amazing interview. You remember what you told them that way, right? So I gave you a timesheet. It was paper clipped to the back of one of your handouts. So you're going to start recording your job search activities, and that document gets turned in on a weekly basis. You'll want to record your activities each day and put some details in there. As you can see from the screen, the top example really doesn't have enough information. Don't be vague. Fill in all those appropriate blanks. You're going to want to give as much detail as you can. Again, the example on the top is not our best one. The bottom example, you can see from left to right how you can fill in the blanks and verify what you're doing in the job search. All right, I haven't found the... Now, job search that doesn't result in submitting that application or resume, remember that needs an initial and then a computer lab. So the next one that's not countable is traveling from one location to the next. Also, if you fill out an application but forget to turn it in, you shouldn't count that time. If you're job searching from home and it doesn't result in submitting an application or resume, not countable. Unpaid employment is not countable. If you're applying for jobs where there's not even a job opening, don't put it on your timesheet. Here's your pop quiz. Everybody awake? All right. So I go to the gas station and I ask, are you hiring? They say yes. Fill out this application and turn it in, and I do. Can I count the time at the gas station? No. Yes, you're right. You got it. Yes, I can count the time that I'm filling it out and turning it in. Now, same scenario, but this time they say, yes, we're hiring. Go home, fill out that online application. As soon as you hit submit, you call me. Can I count the time at the gas station? No. When can I count it? Yeah. So whether I do it on my phone, I go to a computer lab, or I go home and do it, that's when I can count it. Got it? Got it. All right. Also, applying for benefits and child care is also not countable. So just follow The instructions on the top of the timesheet, it tells you what to put in each box. Also, we record our time in quarter hours. So very simply, we took a clock with 60 minutes on it, we broke it into 100 increments. Because math based on 100 is so much easier than math based on 60. So my dad always told me when we're recording time in quarter hours, think about breaking $1. Okay, so if you're working on a job-seeking activity from 1 to 15 minutes, you're going to put 0.25 on your timesheet. See, it's a quarter hour. If it's from 16 to 30 minutes, you've got a choice, 0.5 or 0.50. Those numbers mathematically equal each other. It doesn't make a difference to us which one you choose. From 31 to 45 minutes, you're going to put 0.75 on your timesheet. And then 46 to 60 minutes, make sure you get that 1 to cover the whole hour. Of course, if you go over the hour, keep track of your 1. Then whatever you go over, say between 1 and 15 minutes, you put 1.25 on your timesheet. Please use pen, boring, blue and black ink for us. Beautiful rainbows, sparkly colors doesn't scan or copy very well, and we have to be able to scan and copy this, okay? All right, our goal for this program is to have each and every one of you leave with a job that has advancement opportunities. Just tell us what you need. We really are here to help. But at any point in this process, if you decide this program isn't for you, please don't just disappear. Have a conversation with us. Because I'm going to tell you,